Good morning or evening, friends. This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming, and we are taking a look at some Tekken action with my boy Bootsy, our college. To the mothership. Sorry. I'm sorry, they had this available for Leroy and I went with it. Now, I realize he kind of looks a little more like T-Pain. But whatever, okay? Whatever, ever. He's still playing as the Wing Chun man from New York. Leroy Smith. Amazing. Unfortunately, I'm learning this game, and so I get comforted by things that are familiar. So you will see a lot of the same things all the time. In addition to that, I don't know how to turn like the tips off in replay mode, so there will be tips. Yeah, you see this a lot. I really like Tekken 8. I like it a lot. I know there's a discourse right now as to whether or not this is the best Tekken ever, or is it terrible because of all the problems and microtransactions and all that kind of stuff. First and foremost, I think we have to understand in a game with microtransactions, what you do with those is up to you. It's perfectly fine for them to put that out, it's up to you. Mortal Kombat put out those fatalities, and I said, I'm not paying for fatalities. I just won't, so I didn't. Street Fighter put out those costumes, and I said, that's too expensive for me. And they even put out a bunch of like the Ninja Turtle thing for your avatar, like your little character avatar for World Tour mode. And I said, that's far too expensive. That's more expensive than I want to pay for that. I don't use World Tour mode like that. I actually do use World Tour mode like that, but not enough to pay all that much money. And so microtransactions are a problem as long as they're cosmetic. We've gotten away from this weird thing, right? Like, it used to be, we don't like microtransactions. And then it was, well, as long as it doesn't give anybody a competitive advantage, they're perfectly fine. And now we've kind of gone back to the, we hate all microtransactions. Why do they keep trying to nickel and dime us for everything? There was a Tekken game, if I remember correctly, I want to say it was 6, that charged you for frame data. Stuff that you might actually need to get better. This is somebody trying to charge you for a costume that you ain't got to wear. You'll be fine. You will be absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to stress over it. You'll be fine. Just don't buy it if you don't want it. That's simple. Any of the microtransaction stuff, don't buy it if you don't want it. Now, if you do want it and you're upset because it costs more than you want, then you can whine and complain about that. But microtransactions like that for cosmetic stuff, I feel like if we're whining about that, then if we're complaining about that, then we're getting closer to whining than giving honest critiques. That's why you haven't heard me say too much about the Street Fighter costumes, because I really like some of those Street Fighter costumes, but they are too expensive for me, so I just don't talk about them. It's that simple. And, unless you're like if you're a name, if you're the Maximilian Dudes or True Underdog Gaming or something like that, it makes a little more sense for you to talk about that kind of stuff, because you have a platform where you can kind of reach. But for the average person, I'm just gonna keep playing on YouTube. I don't know. But do what you want. Anyway, I really enjoy the game. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I have a great time with it. I'm just learning Tekken though. I think I played Tekken Tag 2. I think I dipped my pinky toe into Tekken 6, and I played Tekken 7 long enough to try out Negan, and then I was kind of done with it. Just because I was really into Walking Dead at the time. Boom! That combo, if you have not seen it yet, you will see it again. It's just a very simple, basic combo that doesn't involve too much trouble to do. And I think that's what I try to gravitate to. I also have to turn off my 2D brain, because 2D brain says crouch block everything. And this game, there's a lot of mids. Oh, she blocked that. Ew. Ew, that's disgusting. In this game, there are a lot of mids, and mids are basically overheads in this game for the purposes of like a 2D player. You can't block those low, so you have to be careful with your blocking there. That being said, some characters can get a lot of damage off of the low, like Lily, stuff like that. They can get some pretty good damage off of the lows, and you gotta be careful. You can't take them for granted. And as a person who is new to Tekken, it's interesting to find out that combos are not necessarily combos. There are things that quote combo, but like, you know, combos in the system, they're listed under combos to learn, like combos. But after like 1 or 2 hits, they may drop. And then the whole thing is if you know, if you catch them with this, then it gives you a pretty good tap into this and to that. So it's neat, but also I got to get used to that, because I'm used to, if I learn a combo, it's not a reset, it's a combo. If I want to learn a reset, I look for a reset, but if I want to learn a combo, I look for a combo. And this game kind of muddies those waters a little bit more. I also have to be better with my punishes. I think what I've learned, just for me, and this may help somebody else out, treat your counters almost like you treat a parry, which sounds weird, but my problem with running counters in this game is that I do the inputs like I do it in every other game. Like, if you get a Shoryuken, I wait till the Shoryuken is gone, and then I do my move. In this game, if you kind of, in my experience, if I wait for things to be gone first, I generally whiff the attack. However, if I do it basically at the same time the block hits, I do pretty well. Oh, get that elbow. Showing that Wing Chun. Bootsy. Our column. Unleash the dragon. Put that up earlier as a kind of a will it kill. And it didn't, but I didn't end up squeaking out that round right there. I wasn't expecting to, but you know, we'll take it. We take our dubs, you know what I'm saying? Catch him! Boop. Boop. That's not what I want to do. I do have to be careful with that. If I go for his heat special, he starts off in his what's it? Wander something stance, something like that. The Wanderer stance, I think it's called. And he doesn't attack very quickly, so you have to be careful with that if that's blocked. Stop hurting me. Ew, that's bad. Also, throws in this game are very difficult to me. I think you have to actually be actively watching what hand they grab with. Like if it's the left hand, you got to use the left button. If the right hand, right button. Both hands, both buttons. I think that's how that works, but I don't know that I'm looking at the right thing. Clearly, my throw defense leaves a lot to be desired with this game. Boop. And I lose a lot of matches. I lose a lot of health because I'm just not ready for the throw. In a way that I am in like Mortal Kombat. I can pretty much. With Mortal Kombat, I kind of guess what throw they're gonna do based off of the positioning and what's going on in the game. Like if you got me in the corner and you're getting pressure, I'm gonna start going blocking for those back throws, or I'm sorry, for those regular throws, sword throws. But if I'm in the corner, or if you're in the corner and I'm putting pressure on you, then I'm guarding for back throws, so no, you won't grab. Which brings me to an interesting question that I may have asked before, but I'm gonna ask now. What game makes you worry more about the corner and/or, since this is Mortal Kombat, or not Mortal Kombat, Tekken, the wall? I think there's been this really interesting thing since Strive. I'm gonna say since Strive. I know other games have done it, but I'm gonna start it with Strive and say that the wall was a terrifying place because you can get hit, wall splat, and then an entirely new combo kind of come from that wall splat into the wall break for extra damage. Then for me, the next thing was King of Fighters, where I don't think the wall was, the corner was that deadly. I mean, it's just like a regular corner in that case. But then you get Street Fighter 6, and the corner all of a sudden becomes deadly again, because now you can get dizzies, you get wall splats, I mean, all kinds of other things for combo extenders. Mortal Kombat, again, I don't feel like the corner is quite as deadly. It's still bad, but it doesn't feel quite as bad as it does in some of the other games, because the corner itself does not play an active role in the combat. And then in Tekken 8, once again, you have the wall, which is essentially a corner. And it's a whole new thing, you know, you go from wall to wall, and you get the wall splats, you get extra damage. So, is there a game that you play, and comment down below if there is, just that makes you concerned with being, I guess, in the corner or against the wall? Which one gives you kind of the most dread of, I can't get out? Like, if there's a game where you cannot get out of the corner, which one are you the most stressed about? I think for me right now, it would probably be probably be Street Fighter 6 right now, simply because with Street Fighter and the way they have their their drive system, just kind of playing defense in the corner is putting you in a negative situation because you are losing drive gauge just by blocking. I mean, you can successfully block everything, and you're still losing drive gauge, which limits your defensive and offensive capabilities. And so I think that's a little, oh, I love that slow motion stuff. It's so cool. So I think that one's just a little bit more troublesome to me. But I can see somebody making the argument for Tekken, because you got wall splats, you got wall breaks, wall splats into wall breaks, different combos, that kind of thing. I think the damage scaling is pretty drastic with Tekken. When you play a game and the wall becomes a factor in your combo, from being inside of training mode, I feel like the wall limits the amount of damage that's being done a pretty good bit. Finally got a throw break in there. Holla at your boy. Bootsy Collins will not be thrown again. Trying to use those armor moves to my advantage. Got the palm, and here we go with the combo. Get them juggles going. Boom! Brought it down to the final round. If you haven't liked the video yet, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as we go into the final round. Let me know who you think is going to come out on top on this one. We're relatively evenly matched, it looks like. But June, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, because I guess because I know I don't know what I'm doing, I feel like everybody else seems to. Oh, got the staff out, but missed the combo. We even got Sugar coming out here at one point. That's pretty sweet. No pun intended. Got him. Got him. Got it. So that's a victory. There should be some more Tekken coming up. We got some more content. Just stick with me and I'll try to make sure you're entertained. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Peace out.